Your why is so unique that you need to know the unique aspect of how powerful the foundational level of your why is. Because when you have a strong why, you understand why you're here. It's very clear.
Greetings, my name is Jones-Fosu. So excited to be here in Orlando filming Why Matters Now. One thing about Why Matters Now, it combines the two elements of why we do what we do, our purpose, and the now of doing it, our passion. And those two things combined help people to actually achieve more.
There's something very personal about him, like he really connects with you even though you might be one of 300 people in the audience. He really makes that one-to-one connection, even in a large group.
So let me share a story with you when I was growing up. So I grew up this little kid in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I just was doing so well. But I went from 8th grade, 3.8 GPA, to 9th grade, 1.9 GPA. And her name was Shanika. You see, right around 11th grade year, something hit me. I've been spending my time in the wrong why. And it starts with this foundational question for me. Right? I started about 5 years ago really diving in and asking this important question, and it simply is this. What is your why? Let me give you 3 things in order to have a strong why. 3 things, right? Number 1, you have to have a clarity of it. Number 2, you have to have a connection to it. Number 3, you have to have a consistency with it. When you know your why, it helps you to overcome obstacles, to be more resilient, to engage, even when the challenging moments come. When we know our why and what we do, it actually impacts when we do.
Justin was a total surprise. He was very dynamic, he was very encouraging.
Justin did an awesome job in engaging the audience. He brought in lots of different activities for us to do. He got us engaged. He added humor and music. It was very entertaining.
I've never seen one as lively as him that made such a great point with everything that he said. He really drove it home in the end. I think he's probably one of the most entertaining motivational speakers I've ever seen.
I want to give you some amazing energy today, but then also some practical content that you can be able to use as you leave. I want to show you 4 research-based ways to engage in a high now and the challenge of cruise control. It's what I call the principle of the frog, the step, the seed, and the smile. And the principle of the frog is simply this, that you do the hardest, most challenging, daunting thing first. Right? Because when do we normally put the hardest, most challenging, daunting thing to? Last. And sometimes when does last become? Never. Right?
I would highly recommend him. I believe that whatever organization he works with, I know he takes the time to get engaged days in advance to meet the people, to make sure that the message is tailored specifically to them.
It's not just important to know your why, it's also important to know your now. And if I had to give now a synonym, I call it passion.
Everybody repeat after me, say passion. No, you have to pop that P with it like passion. Yes! I'm talking about the effort, the intensity, the passion with which you give something. How passionately are you currently living out your life right now? See, these are the things that help you to be happier, productive, healthier in your work. But we all approach it from a different lens. And so I share my motto with you. It's called the Why Matters Now Quadrant. And I found that there's 4 different types of people as we engage these behaviors.
Justin is amazing.
It was very inspiring. I was really impressed. I don't know how you could hire someone who would be better.